Baby, I don't know if y'all can even see me, but I can see you when you're not smiling because your guides tell on you, honey. So before you receive this reading today, give me a smile, darling, even if it's for half a moment. Hey, girl.
Hello, my beautiful Cancer. How are you doing today, darling? My name is SimplyVelca, and today I'm going to be jumping into your weekly tarot messages, Cancer, for September 2021. So if you find any tarot cards that resonate with you in this weekly reading today, be sure to let me know in the comments below, Cancer, which cards resonate with you and how they do, darling, because that is how I keep up with y'all, is through the comments, of course. Also, if you do enjoy this tarot reading today, or you just enjoy my vibe, Cancer, I would really appreciate it if you were to give this video a like and subscribe, because it does help me out a lot, and I always appreciate when you guys take that extra step to support me, right? Remember though, darling, put this in perspective, Cancer. I'm just a man reading some tarot cards to you, honey. You know your situation better than I ever possibly could, so take the tarot cards that resonate and leave what doesn't, right? I'm not here to take offense by it whatsoever. I believe tarot cards are just here to give you some food for thought, a perspective for you to be considering today, but never making the choices in your life, Cancer. So enough of all my babbling, darling. Let's just jump into your weekly tarot reading today. Let's see what's going on with you, babes. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's coming to you for this week. What's in the works, Cancer? We have the Ten of Swords that came out for you, Cancer. I'm going to be pulling 3 cards. We also have the King of Wands coming in here. And then we have the Hermit card stepping forward as well. Now I want to also be pulling a card real quick from this deck as well. Spice things up if I can handle this deck, darling. I want to pull a card for this spread as well from this deck, Cancer, so don't mind me. All right, here. So we have the Ace of Rings, the Ace of Pentacles as the theme for this reading here. So Cancer, that quite literally means that you guys have your eye on the prize right now. It does feel as if like the next phase of your life, or that sounds dramatic, doesn't it, darling? The next phase for you guys in terms of your progression for whatever your objective is. Some of y'all's Cancer's objective may be in terms of love, or some's going to be in terms of finances and career, right? Overall, the theme being stability, right? That's what the rings represent. That's what pentacles represent, darling, is earth energy. Earth energy is very stable. And so when I see this setup right here, Cancer, the Ten of Swords, the King of Wands, and this Hermit card, I feel as if the next phase for you guys in your progression, Cancer, would be about now I'm gonna have to be honest here, Cancer. I don't feel like this is gonna be all sunshines and rainbows during this portion of the journey, but I also feel like it's a good sign as well. Cancer, you guys may have been recently going through a little bit of a rough patch with something. I do see this coming to a closure with this Ten of Swords here, right? Tens representing closures of cycles. You may have like upset some people. You may have, it doesn't have to be people involved. You just have disturbed the peace, darling, right? Through you kind of breaking out of the mold as the King of Wands, right? Through you taking more action towards whatever your Ace of Rings is, whatever your objective is, Cancer. It feels almost as if it caused like a little bit of disruption, but I feel like this was necessary for you, Cancer. I feel like this was necessary because there's a reason as to why there was a little bit of disruption here, because with this Ten of Swords, darling, right, these 10 swords didn't come into your back at the overnight, right? This has been a progression thing, and so it does show to me, as it's showcasing to me, Cancer, that as you continue to claim your power, right, as you claim your independence, as you start really taking action towards your goals, you end up losing some friends, darling. You end up losing some friends. You end up being by yourself a little bit. Maybe you've come into some, how would we say, even the Hermit card is in the back of the deck of this other deck right here, Cancer, the Light Seer's Oracle. So definitely a sense of where a little bit of isolation, Cancer. So I do feel like the next portion of your journey, don't be surprised if there's some people that you start outgrowing. Don't be surprised if there's some people that you outgrow. Don't be surprised if you start even outgrowing your environment, darling, Cancer. Some of you guys may be wanting to get away and separate yourself from, like, I don't know if, Cancer, I don't know if this is like a sense of where as you continue on with this King of Wands, you're just like, honey, I'm not going to be told what to do anymore. And you guys are going to be For some of you guys, you know, no longer working that 9 to 5 job, right? No longer having that boss. But it's very much so giving me fed up energy, right? So whoever is going to be kind of distancing themselves from you, or you may be doing it yourself, right? You may be like, baby, you're going to be going over there and I'm going to be staying over here. I do feel this is a sense of where you're just fed up with something, and through you taking further action for yourself, you're outgrowing situations. You're outgrowing things that really have just been a disservice to you, Cancer. There's been a disservice to you, and that just really probably have just continued on with some inconveniences in your life. So let's get some clarifiers on this. Devil card. I don't even feel like I need to pull any more cards in regards to this, Cancer, to be quite honest. This Devil card here is quite literally, you know, I don't usually like to go into this narrative, Cancer, just because I don't like villainizing people, but there's definitely some source of some presence that was in your life that really wasn't serving you whatsoever, that was really just serving as a hindrance. And so this Devil has been directly correlated with your Ten of Swords. They were responsible for this, and this is quite literally what you are fed up of, Cancer. We have the Ace of Coins, the Ace of Pentacles, clarifying the King of Wands. Cancer, my gosh, darling, we're having so many coincidences, if we will call it coincidences, or so many lovely alignments in y'all's readings with the tarot cards. It really lets me know that we are spiritually connected in this reading, which makes me extremely happy. But this also lets me know, Cancer, that you guys are exactly where you need to be at this current point in time. When I see such a beautiful flow with tarot cards, it just speaks in such a depth in terms of like how just really just like how much you're listening to the messages of the universe, or whatever you define as the universe. Could just be your own intuition or your own intelligence, darling, right? We don't need to make it spiritual if it doesn't need to be spiritual, right? But obviously, darling, if you're looking at a tarot reading, there's going to be some level of spirituality involved. The Justice card coming in, clarifying the Hermit as well. So definitely there is this sense, I don't feel like Cancer, anyone that is going to be leaving your life, anything that's exiting your life at this time, I don't feel like there's really any type of loss that we'll say in this. There's no real loss that's happening. You're really just separating yourself from toxic energies, and the way that you separate yourself is maintaining this justice energy, right? Where it's just like, you know, very much so, it's very karma related in the sense of where people are just going to get whatever it is that they've been serving, right? If they've been serving to you disrespect, if they've been serving to you underappreciation or devaluing you, baby, you're going to be reflecting it right back to them. And you'd be like, you know what? Maybe you weren't taking action initially, Cancer. Maybe beforehand you were just like, you kind of just let it slide, right? The first sword that was put into your back, you're just like, okay, that was uncomfortable. And then the second one came, and then the third and fourth and fifth. And, you know, as it continues, it's just been this consistent where you're just like, all right, now can't, like, not you, Cancer, but you're just like, all right now, girl, like, enough's enough. Like, you know, first time it's a mistake, but twice is a hobby, darling, right? It's almost as if you kind of are feeling like there's a secret pleasure that this Devil got into putting swords into your back, right? It just seems like they just made this a habit of really just hindering your life, Cancer. Very much so. Like, girl, like I don't usually like going into these drama narratives, and I've just noticed recently, Cancer, in several of the signs recently, there's just been a lot of like drama, a lot of cleansing of people's spaces. And so it's been really reflecting into my readings, which, I mean, I'm not really happy about personally, because I don't like going into these narratives. But I mean, baby, if this is how the dishes are going to be set, darling, then I have to give y'all what it's going to be giving. So Cancer, definitely this is letting me know that you guys are just really outgrowing, you know, for lack of a better comparison, just outgrowing haters, right? Outgrowing haters, outgrowing those that really just wanted to keep you low, Cancer. Now we could even keep this this whole entire message internal, and where, you know, that Devil is just a representation of your own self-sabotaging as well, right, Cancer? Regardless of whatever the narrative is, right? You guys are really removing that Devil, whatever that Devil looks like in your life, to further elevate yourself. So I like that a lot. Let's do some oracle cards as well. Oops, girl, I'm sorry for hitting my mic here. Hopefully I wasn't too loud. Let's get some oracle cards for this as well, Cancer. We have the Tiger card, which does not surprise me whatsoever, to be honest, Cancer, because I kind of see the Tiger card as the King of Wands, as like a personal thing. This card says you are being called to provide leadership, so trust that you're capable of doing so. And so I say this card is similar to the King of Wands, Cancer, because the King of Wands represents leading with a vision and going by like what you are for personally feeling, Cancer. And so when you have this Tiger card stepping forward, I mean, this is just really another affirmation of continue doing whatever it is that you've been doing, darling, Cancer. At this time, do not be in your head. And that card came out fast. Do not be in your head about what it is that you're doing, right? It's very, especially like when you're losing, you are potentially losing things in your life. It can be sometimes you can be in a place of self-reflection, be like, well, damn, am I the problem, honey? You're not the problem. You have the waxing crescent moon coming in, having faith in your dreams, Cancer. So this is a fabulous like affirmation from spirit of where you are quite literally just doing what it is that you need to be doing, Cancer. All of what's going on this week is going according to plan, quite literally. So I want to do just a quick little spread here because I don't like to continue. I don't like to just go into those drama narratives, darling. Like, let's end this portion of the reading on a higher note. Let's see what beautiful things that you guys are manifesting, right? We have that Ace of Pentacles, darling, coming up twice for you. Let's see what else we can get in this regard. So Cancer, we had the Five of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles, as well as the Page of Air coming in here for you. So Cancer, this is quite literally what happens, right? It's kind of funny, actually, what the good things come with this. No matter how hard I'm trying, Cancer, in y'all's reading to avoid the drama narratives, it's still finding its way coming in here. Really, the reward that you're getting, Cancer, is that those that you are leaving behind, right? That hater that I was just talking about, darling, right? They're gonna like your reward, darling. I don't know why I'm struggling speaking. Is quite literally where your haters are gonna be having to just watch you thriving, right? Page of Swords, Five of Wands. Whatever the objective is, you're leaving it in the past as you continue on in your abundance, as you continue on in your excellence as the Nine of Pentacles, right? So the Nine of Pentacles is very much so, there's this theme here where I really feel like the next portion of your journey for a little bit, Cancer, is going to be a little bit riding solo, a lot about soul searching in yourself. I won't be surprised this week if you find yourself kind of getting lost in your own thoughts a little bit, really being recluse. I feel like being recluse at this time would be pretty valuable to you, Cancer. Now, I know for some of y'all, Cancers, you're going to be like, well, Velca, honey, I want some love, darling. The last thing I want to be is continuing in this hermiting phase. Darling, I promise you're in the perfect, like where you are right now, what it is that you are doing, like you're in perfect alignment with where you are, where your path is taking you, darling. I promise you your story is going to get so much better. So now, Cancer, let's get into your spirit guide messages for this week. Let's see what insight your spirit guides, your ancestors, your guardian angels, baby, whatever it is you subscribe to, Cancer, right? It's none of my business what you subscribe to. Let's see what messages, what guidance they have for you today. Let's get into this, Cancer. We have the Three of Pentacles stepping forward to you with the Queen of Swords, baby, as well as the Seven of Wands coming in here. So Cancer, you're going to be having a lot of people trying to get a piece of the pie when it comes to what it is that you're creating. They're going to be a lot of people are going to be trying to get a piece of Cancer. How you doing? There's definitely like, it's interesting how this is kind of continuing on with this theme of where it's like the good things coming is where people are watching and seeing you thriving, Cancer. But the heads up that your guides, your ancestors, what have you, are giving you is that you're going to need to be very aware of how to practice some very powerful boundaries in your life, Cancer, because as you continue thriving, you're gonna have a lot of people trying to get a piece of the pie. With that Three of Pentacles coming in and the Seven of Wands, a lot of people are gonna be watching you and be like, ooh, especially people who weren't supportive before. That's how the story always ends up being, right, Cancer? No one's supportive initially, but once they start seeing you thriving, once they start seeing you going up in places, that's when they finally start having faith in you. That's when they really start realizing like how powerful you are, Cancer. And so the one thing that your guides are trying to let you know of is just giving you a heads up of being like, hey, you got some people here. Now, maybe some of them may have some good intentions, right? I'm not here to speak on everybody's intentions. Some you may have some very good offers coming in here, but you need to be very careful about, because you even have the Seven of Cups in the back of this deck as well. You need to be very careful about not just taking up offers that are presented to you right off the bat, which I feel like, yeah, I don't even need to tell you that, Cancer. Y'all are intelligent, right? But I'm just letting you know you're going to be receiving multiple offers. You're going to be receiving a lot of people just coming in trying to get their own piece. And, especially if you're coming out of this hermiting, like when you're in that hermiting phase, then it's going to be refreshing for you. You're going to be like, oh, well, yes, darling, that's fabulous, right? After such a long period of where it's just been you writing solo, getting these offers coming in here, you're just like, well, fabulous, darling, give me the help that you can provide to me. But there's a reason as to why your guides are bringing this forward to you, Cancer. So just be aware of the offers that are going to be coming towards you. Now, obviously, keep in mind with tarot, we're just tapping into the energy of things, right? This doesn't mean everything's going to all happen at once during this week, but you're definitely going to be starting to see the signs of it. This is the direction that you are going into, right? Normally, Cancer, y'all already know, my regulars know that I'm all about just going all in and all about that being that trusting energy, darling. But just definitely think through the offers that are brought to you. Don't just sign contracts right off the bat. Just be careful about what you commit to. I don't want this to sound ominous, Cancer. Just be careful about what it is you commit to. Doesn't mean it's going to be all bad. It just means to don't make rushed decisions and be okay with waiting things out. You don't have to give an answer to people immediately, if that makes sense. So Cancer, now let's get into how people are perceiving you this week. Now this could be in regards to your soulmate, twin flame, family, friends, work situation, darling, marriage. You fill in the blank with that, darling. This is meant to reach specific people, and I'm going to be talking about the attributes that I get from this person, and it's up to you to see if it's fitting for your life, right? If it doesn't resonate with you, that's fine, darling. Especially for this portion, I don't feel like it's meant to reach everybody. So let's just get into this. Let's see how people are perceiving you. Let's see who is coming forward, baby. Let's see who is coming forward. We have the Five of Cups stepping forward, Cancer, with the Ace of Wands. Girl. This Temperance card coming in here. Cancer, I'm going to be very honest here. You're really going to be getting some annoying text messages, annoying calls, annoying messages from people that are really going to be, their intentions may be pure, right? But there's a reason as to why they're showing interest in you, Cancer. There's definitely someone who I feel like you walked away from at one point. I feel like you walked away from them, or you're not talking to them very much right now. I can't really tell. I can't really get a gauge if you guys ended on bad terms. I'm presuming not, since they're going to be able to communicate with you. But there's definitely someone that's been waiting things out, Cancer. Someone's been waiting it out and waiting for like the perfect timing to reach out to you. Now, keep in mind with this Five of Cups energy here, there's a reason as to why there's not much communication. Like I feel so strongly, Cancer, in that you guys have someone in your life that's like debating on reaching out to you, let's see what their intentions are. Strength card coming in here. All right. And the Sun card. All right. So this is where I had to like keep my own self in check now. So this person that I'm honing in on, their intentions seem to be pure. I don't want to say pure. Let's not get crazy now, baby. Their intention seems to be working things out, right? But I do want to point out with this Ace of Wands here, there's a reason there's something that sparked their interest that motivated them, Cancer, into wanting to reach out, talk about whatever happened, especially with the Strength card. It's my shadow work card, darling, and the Sun card. They want to like talk things through and really figure it out. But I just raised my eyebrow, Cancer, because I'm just like, what was the reason? Why wait until this point to communicate with you? Y'all know I'm being protective of y'all. Knight of Swords. Definitely this is going to be coming in rather quickly, Cancer. I wouldn't be surprised if it's this week especially that you start receiving some type of sign. You may start noticing them on social media. You know how shady Facebook and Instagram can be, baby, where they're just like, oh, we think you might want to follow this person. Oh, someone you might know. And it's this one person. And you're just like, girl, okay. Yeah, you're definitely going to be starting to see signs of this person kind of making an appearance and at some point just hitting you up, Cancer, and being like, hey, let's talk about it. And then it's just like, well, girl, why didn't you want to talk about it when it first happened, right, darling? Enough of me projecting, though. I love you so much, Cancer. I hope you found some cards that resonated with you in this weekly reading today. I apologize if it was a little bit more drama heavy than my normal readings, but, I can't filter the messages that come in, and whatever needs to come in, needs to come in, baby. If you'd like to book a private personal reading with me, Cancer, my website's always linked down below, SimplyVelca.com. Next to my social medias, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, all that just being Simply Velca, honey. And yeah, Cancer, I love you so much, and I will connect with you sometime in the near future. Bye.